Am I too bright? Is it too bright? I look like I might not have a bridge to my nose. Let me see. How's that? Guess it looks a little bit better. Hey gang, how's it going? So it has been requested that I do another 10 random facts about me, and I am so surprised considering, like, I understand that there are a lot of random facts about me, but to sit down and to have to like think about what my random facts are is actually kind of fun and interesting, because then I realize, oh, there is a lot of things that I do that are completely normal to me but aren't normal to you guys, or like aren't something that you guys do. Not that you guys would consider it like not normal, but it's something that I normally do, which might not be something you normally do, if I'm making any sense. So let's just jump on into the 10 things. I have them written on the back of this piece of scrap paper. And so the first one is I hurt my back for the first time ever a couple weeks ago. Today is the 24th. I heard it not last Friday, but the Friday before, which was, I believe, the 14th of October. And the week prior to me hurting my back, I started feeling like my lower back being really tight, and I just chalked it up to, oh, I'm just working out the muscles. And then, oh, like in that video where I talk about why I chose not to review Thrive and Pure Lift, in that video, which I have edited out, I kept saying, oh my gosh, I wish I sat down. I wish I was sitting down right now, because it was the beginnings of my back just really starting to hurt. I am unsure if I had a bone out of place or if I pinched a nerve. It feels like it was more of a pinched nerve. The only reason I say that is because when I was big and pregnant, I would have a lot of lower back issues. My sciatic nerve would be pinched, and your sciatic nerve, I believe, is like in your hip area. And when you pinch that, you can have pain all the way from like the middle of your back down to your kneecaps. I couldn't move my leg in pregnancy without it, like my lower back just screaming in pain. And this was kind of the same that happened. I literally do not know how it happened, but Friday it started getting worse and worse, and then Saturday my husband was out of town, and that evening I put the kids to bed and I decided to give my back a good stretch. I already had like iced it and then would heat it. Like whenever it felt like it needed to be iced, like when it felt inflamed, I would ice it. When it felt like it needed to be loosened up, I would warm it. And then I would keep putting like essential oils on it. I have this essential oil blend, which is Kick Booty. It's like Biofreeze, but essential oils. So I decided to stretch my back out while the kids are completely asleep. My husband's not home. I stretch, and I'm like, this feels really good. And I'm like laying there completely stretched, at least so I think. And I'm like, all right, I think I feel good enough to get up, you know? So I'm getting up and I cannot move. I am in so much pain. I am just laying there thinking that I'm gonna be staying here the whole night until one of my kids gets up in the morning and helps me up. It was one of those pains that's so deep and so sharp that you cry. Like, I do not cry over pain. I have a pretty high tolerance to pain. I'll cry over things that make me happy, things that make me sad. I'll cry if I laugh too hard. I'll cry over things I'm passionate about. I will admit that I will cry to those. I do not cry over pain. And I just laid there and was like, this sucks so bad. And so I like do all that I can to like roll over, grab my couch, and I am just like using all the arm strength I have while my back is screaming in pain, and I'm trying to stifle my own screaming. Anyways, I finally get up, and then I just went right to bed. I was like, I'm done. You know, they say that when you hurt a nerve, or if you hurt your lower back, sometimes the best thing you can do is sleep. And I'm sure that probably goes with anything that you hurt, is rest is the best thing for your body. And so I was like going to bed, and I'll get up when I get up in the morning. And so fortunately I'm feeling much better now. It's still like the muscles are still tight. You can tell that my lower back really worked overtime due to this pain. I finally went back to the gym like last Wednesday or Thursday, and my app like tracks some of like my walking and running, and it was I looked at my app and I was like, holy crap, like I walked probably the slowest I've ever walked before. Anyway, so I'm feeling better, just a little tight in my lower back, but it is what it is. So my number 2 is a new song that I heard today on my Pandora station. I listen to my Pandora every time I go to the gym, but there is this one song that every time it comes on, the first few seconds sound so lame, I just skip out of it. The song is called Stand By You by Rachel Platten. I think the reason why I didn't give it like a thumbs down so it would never come back is just because I like her sound. But today in the car I was running some errands and I was listening to my Pandora station and that song came on and I could not get to my phone to change it to another song and found out that I really like it. It's a good song. If you want to sell that song to someone, let's cut off the first few seconds because it just sounds like this lame song at the beginning. Sorry for all those who are like diehard Rachel Platten fans out there. Number 3 is not a pet peeve, so don't go thinking it's a pet peeve. Okay, sometimes it's a pet peeve. I need to understand this. So maybe I'm asking you guys the question, if you have the answer, and you can tell me. I do not understand why people at an intersection, driving up to an intersection, feel that it is necessary to stop a good car length behind the white line. I understand if you're in the left lane and you park yourself back a car length behind the white line so that those who are turning left, you don't want to get clipped. But what's the deal with everyone else who's in whatever lane or behind whatever car at an intersection stopping themselves a good whole car length behind the car in front of them? It's especially frustrating when there's traffic going on and we're trying to like all squeeze together to move forward so that, like for instance, there was this one time when I was at an intersection but like the road was backed up and my light went green and I'm looking at the car in front of me wondering if I have enough room to move forward so that when this light turns red and this light turns green that I won't be in the way of the traffic. So I look and I'm like, I think I can fit up there. And I scoot up and I'm like, I barely made it, but I still was kind of uncomfortable knowing that the tail of my car is still kind of in the intersection. And the car in front of me was literally a whole car length behind the car in front of it. And I'm sitting here going, dude, if you could just move up a few feet, that would make things easier. At the same time, the person behind me decides to come up behind me, blocking the intersection. And if the car in front of me would have just moved forward, I could have moved forward, which then they could have moved forward, which would have cleared the intersection. Number 4 is I am at this moment procrastinating on a video. We went to Arkansas together as a family and it was like a mini family reunion and we had a great time and I got all this video and I have it sitting in Sony Vegas and I am procrastinating finishing it. It is highly likely that this video will come up before that will, if that ever will. It's just there's a lot of stuff that's like going on through my head that I want to do with this video. And at this moment, I'm kind of going through this whole is it absolutely important mindset. If it's not important and it's not super easy to do, then I'm going to put it on the back burner. And this video is not important, nor is it as easy as doing one of these videos where I literally just cut it up, stick it together, render it, and then I throw it up on YouTube. So I'm procrastinating right now. So there you go. Maybe I'll put it up. There's another video that I need to make and put up that I'm procrastinating as well. Number 5, I do have a pet peeve, and I will share that with you. And I think I've kind of touched on it a little bit, maybe, in a past video. I cannot stand gossip. I will admit I used to be someone who loved gossip and every now and then I'll still read the gossip magazines and just see what's going on in celebrities' lives. But I cannot stand gossip among family and among friends. I understand giving someone truthful information and getting it from the source. For instance, if I had a friend come to me and say, hey, my husband and I are going through this issue right now, so I might need your help a little bit. Or if you could give me a call on this one day just to cheer me up, I would appreciate it. That is information from the source that is truthful. But when Sally over here comes up and goes, oh, did you know that your friend and her husband, this and this and this and this? Like, wow, I wonder how that happened. I bet you it was because she did blah, 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 or because he did blah, blah, blah. I bet you anything, because I heard from Susan that this and this was going on, and I can't stand that. I cannot stand that at all. And maybe it's because I know exactly how it feels to be around people that you know will immediately turn around and talk about you and twist your words and make assumptions and will say complete falsehoods about you. I know how that feels. It has put the largest distaste in my mouth that I ever could have towards anything. Gossiping is disgusting. I understand giving people truthful information, but when you make it a topic of conversation just because, y'all need to get a life. Number 6 is I absolutely love, like, open-minded conversations. I love conversations that get my mind to stretch. I think I'm really just bored with the typical mundane conversations about the weather and about whatever's on the news. You know, those kind of things. Granted, yeah, I want to know how you're doing and I want to know how your family's doing, but I love having like deep conversations about just anything and everything. I love conspiracy theories. I love talking about the paranormal. I love talking about psychics. I love talking about souls, energy, and how we affect each other and how we can communicate with each other. I love talking about Christ. I love talking about evolution. I love talking about anything and everything. Like, help my mind to stretch. I love all aspects of everything. I love the universe. I love it all. I love to just sit down and soak up the knowledge that you have or the assumptions that you have about a certain topic. I love to think, as you guys know, I'm like a huge thinker and sometimes it's to my detriment. And so I like to just sometimes sit and think about the many things that I don't think about on a regular basis. Random fact number 7 is I like salads. I actually will crave salad. I remember texting my friend saying, oh my gosh, I'm craving a chicken salad. And she wrote back, you crave salad? And it's like, yeah, I crave salad. I like salad. I will go to a restaurant and order a salad. Many times. Random fact number 8 is I wear a watch. And I get it. I got a phone. And it can tell me what time. I have to have a watch. I went a couple years without a watch because, hey, I have a phone now and I can check time. And I can't do it. I just feel so naked without a watch. I like having my time right here on my wrist. Fact number 9 is probably not a surprise to any of you guys. As you probably have assumed, my real name is not Lady Lion. I'm not ready yet to come out and say what it is, even though I don't think there's really any harm with me telling you guys what it is. I no longer have any of my personal social media up, or I no longer use it. I deactivated my personal Facebook account. I think I tried to deactivate my Twitter account, and I think I ended up reactivating it. And then my Instagram account I haven't used in years. Everything social media of mine is in this Lady Lion account, and I really like it that way. I feel like I can bear more of my soul as Lady Lion than I can as my personal self. But maybe someday I'll be able to merge the two, tell you guys who I am and all that kind of stuff. Number 10, my dream job would be to be a professional blogger, vlogger, like life liver. I love life and I feel like I cannot soak it up fast enough. I feel like I can't meet enough people fast enough. I would love for something like this to just be my job. Just to go around and vlog and blog and write like the things that I learn and how happy life has made me. And if I could do that and be like paid for it, that would be the bomb. For now, I'm just having fun and enjoying it. You know, if I put too much forth, like trying to make it too much of a job, I worry that it will lose that luster and that fun for me. So I'm just kind of just doing this on my own time and on my downtime and having a good time with it. So that is it. Those are my 10 random facts about me, part 2. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep following me, please subscribe. Y'all know my social media links are down below. But most importantly, y'all have a good day. I'll catch you on the flip. Bye.